Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, and today I have a book review for you. Now, I did read this book quite a while ago, but, nevertheless, I'm doing it now. I just, for some reason, this review slipped through the cracks. Let me know if you guys ever do that down below. Like, where you'll finish a book and you just, for some reason, you just never actually get, to filming the review. I don't know why. It wasn't that I didn't like it, because it was probably the best book I read in that time period. But we're going to be reviewing Edgar Rice Burroughs, the Tarzan first book. What is it called? Tarzan of the Apes. So, yeah. I don't know why I still point up there like I don't know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, this one was suggested and actually handpicked by my boy Sam Dawson. He picked my February TBR, and I think I finished it the next month. I forget which TBR he picked. I probably won't be doing TBRs going forward. I really enjoy the idea of doing a TBR, but I think I'm just going to do reading updates and be doing more buddy reads with fellow booktubers and friends and just kind of relaxing for the summer, because I need to assess how my life is going to be. And, we've all been there. It's a transition. Everybody's life is a transition, It's just one stage to the next. And right now, I'm still going to try to figure that out. But what did I think of Tarzan? I gave it 4 stars. So, yeah, pretty glowing review so far. I'm just going to go ahead and read my Goodreads review. So if I'm looking this way, that's what I'm doing. So Edgar Rice Burroughs is quickly becoming one of my favorite writers of his era. This tale is well known to anyone of my generation due to countless adaptations, but none of which live up to the actual source material. This book has everything you need in a thrilling classic read. It has swashbuckling pirates, romance, search for lost treasure, extreme violence, and survival. If you have not read Tarzan of the Apes, you're missing out. So, yeah, to reiterate on that, it is fantastic. I'm not a big classic read type person. I don't like the classical writing style, but Edgar Rice Burroughs really doesn't overwrite his sentences. His prose is, let's be honest, he's not like, setting, he's not, I don't know, fill in the blank here. He's not well known as being the perfect writer, but it's very palatable for the time period. Let's see when this was released. I'm an idiot. First published October 1912. So from 1912, for me to be able to say that it was easy to read, that says a lot. So what is the plot about? I gave that 5 stars. You start off with a young couple. Female is pregnant, and they are traveling across the ocean. Things go downhill, and they are stranded on a wild piece of land called Africa. They are encountered by many animals, and their struggle of survival begins. The majority of the story, you are following Tarzan in his life as an adolescent and into adulthood. Tarzan is the most feared and most renowned creature in the wilderness. Later on, you do meet Jane, and I will leave the rest up to the story for you to read. Most people know what Tarzan is. If you grew up with the Disney adaptation, you probably know the gist of the plot, and that is the case. But you were missing out on the ferociousness, the extreme violence that was actually in these pages was fantastic, and you don't get that from Disney. Let's be honest. Writing, I already touched on that. Fun. This novel is so much fun. Honestly, I am so glad I read it. I breezed through the audiobook, and I found it on Scribd. Horror. I did give it a horror rating, which is rare. So I gave it 2 stars. It's not a horror novel, but there were quite a few moments where you were in hand-to-hand combat with Tarzan and big furry beasts, and you don't really know. And there's grotesque descriptions of flesh being taken off and different things like that. It's very horrific for a book from that era that's not known for it. So overall, what did I give this book? I gave it 4.5 stars. I rounded down for this because it's a classic. I was not asked to review it. For indie and small press, I tend to round up, just being kind to the authors, because those reviews mean a lot more. Edgar Rice Burroughs isn't going to personally care that I gave his book 4 stars. But have you guys read Tarzan? If so, let me know down below. Let me know what your thoughts were on this book. I thought it was pretty freaking fantastic. I almost cussed. but I did. I thought it was fantastic. This is the end of the video. Thank you guys for coming by and being one of the 434 people that show me love and support every day. And a quick shout out to DMX. I hope you pull through, man. When I'm filming this, it's not looking good. It's looking like you're going to die. But unfortunately. But I do want to say he was one of the first hip-hop artists that I ever heard. And he was also well known to be blasted before I hit the field to go play ball with my buddies in high school. So, yeah, he is a great lyricist, and he definitely has a great impact on hip-hop as a whole. And it's sad what happened. It sucks that he never pulled out of the drug addiction and the troubles that he had in his life. I don't know why I'm talking about this in a Tarzan review, but I am. Yeah, drug addiction's real, man, and I think America needs to take a deeper look at drug addiction as a whole and glorifying it in pop culture today. So yeah, we got to be careful out there. There's a lot of things that they put in drugs nowadays, and I don't think my generation needs to be doing what they're doing. So, hope you guys have a wonderful week. Happy belated Easter. Deuces. Yeah, I'm trying not to do the peace sign. It was brought to my attention that's apparently offensive in Europe. In America, it just means peace and love. But rock on, everybody. Deuce.